Hello, guys. It's your girl, Steph Perez. Welcome. Say hello as you're popping on. Would love to say hello back to you. We are getting ready to kick things off. So I'm going to dive right into and start talking about my 100K in 100 days challenge. As some of you guys might know, I just came off of celebrating my 16th year online business anniversary, rocking my online business for 16 years now. And as a lot of people know, I actually started my online business trek with a 100-day challenge or a 100-day journey, however you want to look at it. And every year I say that I'm going to do it again. The past couple of years, I keep saying that I'm going to do a whole nother 100-day thing for myself. And I never do, right? I never do. In the past years, to be quite honest, I got more sidetracked with shiny objects and changing gears and pivoting and all of these creative things that we say we do to basically procrastinate and to take us off course. That's what I found myself doing over the past couple of years. And this year, like, I'm so focused, I'm so centered. I feel like everything has really come like full circle for me in terms of where I started my journey. It's like I've experienced a lot, and so much of my experiences have brought me back to my true love when it comes to online businesses and teaching people how to be successful online. One thing I shared with my email list is that I'm not just celebrating 16 years of being online or having an online business. There's a lot of people that can say they've been online for 16 years or they've been trying their hand in business for 16 years. But literally, I'm celebrating 16 years of online business success. Coming online in August of 2007 as a full-time nurse and being able to get to a place of, first off, making 28 sales in my very first 30 days online, beginning to brand myself, beginning to make a name for myself, beginning to build my own community of hundreds of people in a really, really short period of time. From marketing, kind of lower cost opportunities to beginning to, market opportunities that paid me very handsomely, experiencing my first $2,000 day, my first 5-figure week, like so many things, right, over the years. But when I think about, I guess, some of the things I'm the most proudest of is the fact that when I came online, I said that I was going to make this my new way of life. Like that was the whole purpose of doing what it was that I was doing. I know a lot of times nowadays we like to throw around the term side gig. Nope. I never came online for any such thing, even though like side gig, phraseology wasn't a thing back then. I did not come online. I did not sign up for learning all this stuff so that I can make side gig money. I literally came online because I wanted to make this my new way of life. I wanted this to get to a place where it replaced my full-time nursing income and allowed me to help our family experience more of the things in life that we had not experienced up until then. And that's exactly what committing to this industry has done for me. I want you to really take that in, write that down. The internet didn't do anything for me. YouTube didn't do anything for me. The businesses I aligned with didn't do anything for me. It was all me deciding to make my mind up, right? And deciding that I was going to make this my new way of life. The formula that I teach now, invest, learn, apply, make money, right? Teach, make more money. That all came out of experience, right? Like walking each and every single one of those steps inside of my own business to help me get the results that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like going through each and every one of those steps, investing in myself, learning what I invested in, applying what I learned back into my business, going out there and earning because of the application, being a teacher, being a mentor, right? Wanting to inspire, wanting to empower other people, and then making more money, right? Which just simply amplified my business. So when I think about what the internet afforded me, right? It's really, really hard not to want to give back and help other people realize what's at stake. That's like the biggest way that I can look at this. Sometimes I sit in my house, right? On my bed or in my bed, or sometimes I'm on the couch or on the patio, or sometimes I just stare blank at my computer screen. And sometimes I'm to the verge of tears because I feel like Maybe I'm not showing up big enough. Maybe I'm not expressing it big enough. Maybe I'm not saying it enough. But it's like, I don't think some people really understand what's at stake. Like, I don't think they really understand what's at stake and what is possible for them. And the reason I say that is because I watch people play so small, right? I watch people give, right, to so many areas of their life. I see people investing money into all kinds of things on the net, but they don't invest into the very things that are going to really allow them to level up. And the reason I say that, and I say that so boldly, is because I see what so many people invest into, but year after year, they remain the same. Year after year, it's the same story. I remember hearing this one lady that I really look up to. She's in a completely different industry, but she leverages the internet. And she said, you know what? You should have to use a payment plan one time in your business. And I remember when she said it, like, it hit me. I'm like, that is such a profound mindset to have. She's like, you should need a payment plan one time, right? One time. And that payment plan, right, you should take it so seriously that you dial in and you get everything you need out of that program so that you never need a payment plan again. And when I heard that, number one, it was profound, but it was so closely akin to what I've shared quite a few times with other people, right? So many times, right? I've said very like things. You know, I remember one time in my business, I was sitting there, and I promise we're going to get to the good stuff. I promise. Right? I remember I was sitting there, and I was I was on a challenge, or I was in some kind of on a webinar or something to that effect. And I remember I wanted to invest in my business. This was many years ago. And I remember thinking, I can't wait until I get to a place inside of my business where whenever a call to action is given, if I feel drawn, right, to want to participate or to want to invest or to want to do that, like, I just want to be able to have the money to do that. Like, that was my willingness. And I share that because I know there are so many people, they don't have that same desire. Like, they wish everything could just be free. Not me. Like, I love knowing, like, I invest into other people's businesses. I love knowing that I'm putting money into other people's pockets. Like, when I decide to buy the goods and the services of their business, that lights me up because I'm like, I feel like they are being rewarded for their hard work. Like that's everything to me. I absolutely love that. And so because that was one of my big desires, it became my desire. And since that time, there have been so many instances where I'm able to invest in what I want to invest in, not just because I can, right? But because I have a desire, and because I set those wheels in motion many years ago by simply saying, like, I want to be in a position to be able to invest in these things. Where there's a lot of people where, and I want you to really catalog what I just said. I didn't say I wish things could be cheaper. I wish they could just give this stuff away for free. I never said, why do you have to charge to help people? These are all things I've heard over the years. Like, why does it cost to get somebody's help? Well, because it does in any area of our friggin' life, right? Try getting sick and going to the doctor and saying, why do you have to charge me to tell me what's wrong? Try going to CVS and saying, why do I have to pay for this medication? You see what I'm saying? Like, any area of your life, like, there's no free help. There just isn't. It all comes at a cost. It all comes at a cost, right? I remember in COVID, just a side note, my son, right, he was full working age. He was like over 18, and his job had to lay everybody off, right, because of COVID. And so he came home, and I told him, I said, well, you can apply for unemployment because, you know, that's what you can do now. And I still remember as he was filling out the paperwork for unemployment, I looked at him and I chuckled. I said, it's a lot easier to go to work than to deal with the system, isn't it? He's like, yes. He's like, this is such a pain. And he that's a memory he's had, and he never wants to be in that position again, even though it was unavoidable, right? Like, it's just what was, right? But like, that's an instance where he didn't look at that being the easier road, sitting on his butt, collecting money from a system. Why? Because everything comes at a cost. He didn't like the cost of having to fill out all the paperwork, going through all of the rigmarole. For him, it's like, it's much easier just to get up every single day, clock in, and earn my money. right? And so because I had that mindset of, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get to a point where when someone, makes the play or makes the call, I can invest in it, that became my reality. Okay, I talked about this on Saturday or the past Saturday, right? When you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. Please write that down. When you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them because you're fighting for them. They're yours, right? You don't want to give them up. And so a limitation you could be fighting for is instead of the mindset of, I can't wait to get to a place in my business where I can just invest in things that I want to invest in and it's not even a thought. Two, I wish it was cheaper. I wish it was easier. Why does everybody have to charge? Why does it have to be so expensive? Those are all limitations where if you ever use them and you never let go of them, this is going to be a big ouch moment, right? I don't know how long ago you might have used them or said them or whatever, but do you find yourself still in that situation where you wish things were easier? You wish they were cheaper? You wish they were more affordable? You wish you didn't have to pay? You wish things could just be given to you? Because it's a limitation you once fought for. So instead of you rephrase it, guess what? Things get to change, right, in your life. Things get to change in your path. So when I literally, as I was saying earlier, when I sit down sometimes, I'm like, what more can I do? I want people to get it so bad because as I'm, now going into my 17th year, I'm just like, I want to help more people. I still want to help more people. This is just not about me. I have my life vest on. Right now, I want to help other people get their life vest on. And I'm not showing up just so you know to make things easier for you in the way of, I don't sit here contemplating how I can slash my prices and make things more palatable for you financially. I'm not that person. I'm not that person. I would rather make it more desirable for you. This is the transparency you don't hear people talking about out there. I want to make it more desirable for you. So you have this feeling of, I gotta be a part of this. This is what I know I need, right? My next levels are in this decision. That's my job as a mentor. Not to tell you you're going to get 50 gazillion years of mentoring for me for $1. I never sit down and contemplate that. I sit down and contemplate how can I share like what these 16 years have been for me. And how by not having the side gig mentality, by not having the, doing this for a couple of bucks mentality, but by sharing the fact that I wanted to change my life, I wanted to change my situation. And it's like Zig Ziglar said, you help enough people get what they want. What happens, you end up getting what you want. And so I just aim every single day to do everything that I do at the extreme high service of other people. At the extreme high service of other people, and it just never fails me, right? It never, ever, ever fails me. And so what I decided to do is selfishly, I'm doing another 100-day challenge for myself. And it's called the 100K and 100 Days Challenge. My very first challenge in 2007 was called 100 Days to Prosperity. And the purpose of that challenge was to take people on a journey with me as a complete brand new person and to be able to demonstrate to people that somebody that is brand new, has nothing, knows nothing, right, could build something of substance within 100 days. That was my purpose. My 100K and 100 Days challenge is because first off, I do believe that I am a 100K a month business. I believe that, full out. I'm ready to play full out in that capacity. But what the 100K and 100 Days challenge is really all about is I want to inspire more people to realize if you want to build the foundation for $100,000 for a $100,000 a year business or just a 6-figure business, right? Because you can decide what that means. Does it mean $100,000 in 12 months? Does it mean $100,000 in 11 months? Does it mean $100,000 in 6 months? Does it mean $100,000 every quarter, right? I want to help you build that foundation as often as you want to earn it. That's up to you. All right. But I just want to make it very clear that everything I do, even though you can clearly connect with me and work with me, no matter what your income goal is, whether you just want to earn a few $1,000s a month or whether you're really looking to change your life. but my messages, right, are designed for the person that wants to build like that foundation for $10,000 a month, $10,000 a month months. And so my challenge for myself over these next 100 days, right, is literally 100 days, all gas, no brakes. Right? So it's like I have my game plan. I'm showing up like I did in 2007, first and foremost, right, is to YouTube, right? The first order of my challenge is 100 videos up on YouTube, right, in the matter of 100 days, starting on September 1. But the way I want to do it this time is I want to take people on this journey with me. All right. So yeah, I know that just from me sharing this, there will be people that will raise their hand and they'll say, I'm going to go and I'm going to start a challenge like this for myself. And that's exciting. I'm so glad that I could inspire you and possibly empower you in that way. For those that want to work with me, right, and you want to add an element of certainty and an element of confidence to that, right, I want to elect to be your mentor, right, during this challenge. And the way that I want to do that is I want to, did I take my notes down? I want to offer you day by day, like really, really bite-sized audio coaching so that no matter what your days are like, whether it's drive time, whether it's sitting down and having a sandwich on your lunch hour, whether it's listening to it before you go to bed at night, whatever, that you have clear guidance. It's very focused on one actionable task, right? And it's designed to help you in implementing. The reason this is so important is because for as long as I've done this, and even right down to this very day, I'm just so amazed at, and I shouldn't say amazed. I'm glad I have the awareness that so many people struggle with the daily business building activities. It's not that they lack the desire, but literally people are not showing up on a daily basis and they're not doing the three most important things, right, that move our businesses forward. They're not building their audiences, they're not building their email lists, right, and they're not making sales. And so when I look at it and I realize how stuck people are with the like daily content creation, right, just simply showing up on a daily basis, and I'm just going to categorize it as implementing, right, on a daily basis. And so as I have sat here so many days, like pondering, like, what else can I do, right? And I'm like, I'm going to try something, right, that I did many years ago. And it was actually for a business opportunity that I was in. And for that, like I said before, the investment was over $1,000 to be able to get mentorship from me in that way. It was a little bit more complex. We actually showed up on a conference call every single day, right? But the results were remarkable. I saw people that had never made a dime online, like make their first $100 sales, right? Begin to build their email list, begin to make sales and see money inside of their business. Like it was absolutely remarkable. Why were they able to do that? It was because we like sat down at a round table every single morning, right? And we had a boardroom discussion, right? And I was able to pump them up, inspire them, empower them, help them overcome things. If they had challenges that were going on, like I was able to help in that way, right? What I want to do now, right, moving into this in terms of what I'm doing is to be able to give you that nudge on a daily basis, right, to help you in actually implementing. Because now, unlike then, I have so many resources that are already in place, right, to really train you on what to do, where I don't have to show up every single day to do that actual training. But instead, I can offer up the mentorship because it's really nothing for me, because as I'm taking action, right, I'm just simply giving you guidance and instruction and mentorship to help you in taking action as well. All right, so I want you to think about these questions, right, because this might be like a big wake-up call, like this is actually meant for you. All right, number one, do you really know what to do on a daily basis? Do you really know what to do on a daily basis? Do you feel like a business owner when you show up on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, when you're sitting down at your computer to create or to do, right? Do you really feel like a business owner and like a boss, or are you just whipping something together, right? Believing like that is enough to grow your business. I've been on both ends of it before. And my most successful times in my business, when I woke up in the morning, I knew exactly what was going on. I knew exactly what I was doing, or I knew exactly what had already been scheduled to do. There was no whipping things together. There was no throwing things against the wall. There was no staring at a blank screen, like not knowing what to do. There was no waiting for guidance or instructions. I knew what I had to do, right? And my business was operating like a very well-oiled machine. In 2007, right? Believe it or not, with very little guidance and instructions, I had the one thing that I knew to do, and that was to get a video up every single day. That was my commitment. Therefore, it wasn't hard to get up every single day and to get that video actually out. Unfortunately, while I think that's easy, there's a lot of people that don't find it as easy. That's why I know, right, like a challenge or a mentorship style commitment like this could be beneficial for so many people. And I'm going to tell you how you can get it for free if you're willing to invest in yourself, giving yourself access to the tools and also the opportunity, right, to help you in financially breaking free over these next 100 days. All right. Do you feel a lack of a game plan, right? Or not waking up to a game plan? Again, it kind of rides off of the first one, right? When you wake up in the morning, I want you to ask yourself this question: how do you honestly feel? Do you feel like you have your stuff together? Or do you feel like your business is a hope and a wish and a prayer? That your actions are a hope and a wish and a prayer? Y'all, I don't know about you. I know I attract a lot of people of all varying ages, but I'm 49 years old. And if I was just venturing into this, I wouldn't be trying to do it by myself. I wouldn't be trying to reinvent the wheel. I wouldn't be saying I'll give myself one more year to muck it up, right? And then I'll get the help. I would be so serious about my next steps that it's not even funny. Because I know, right? Time waits for no one. Time waits for no one. I know, right? Now is the time for this stuff. Now is the time to step out there and position yourself as a leader, right? In this digital marketing space, in this online business world, to help people that want to come online and actually learn how to earn. Number 3, right? Are you just posting on Facebook, right? And that's the only thing that you're doing, right? Maybe you make a good morning post, and I say that because in the morning when I'm on Facebook, like doing my own routine, because I'm never on Facebook just to be on Facebook, I'm working a whole routine. It's like, okay, I can clearly see people have a morning routine of posting good morning. I get it. Like, okay, I get it, right? And so is that what you're considering business? Is that generating you leads? Is that getting people to raise their hand to learn more about what you have to offer? Are they inboxing you? Are they DMing you? Are they sending you voice messages? Are they opting in? Are they popping over to your profile and opting into the things that you have to offer because they're curious? Are your actions on Facebook on a daily basis actually yielding, right, progress in your business? You guys, and I know there's not a whole lot of people prompting you to answer these questions, but I want you to answer them because I want you to come to the conclusion, right? Like if working with me in this capacity could be really, really suitable for you. Number 4, right? Your business is not really on the shelves, but instead you're chasing one-off sales. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Having your business on the shelves is like you're sitting down having lunch, or you're working your 9-to-5 job and people are literally evaluating your business. Okay. So I want you to picture this for a second. You're at your 9-to-5 job. All right. And while you're working your 9-to-5 job, there are people that are watching video content, opting into your capture pages, reading emails that you've sent out, clicking on links in your email to learn more about what you have to offer, visiting your profile on Facebook because, oh my God, your posts have been so profound and so thought-provoking. Let me see what this person actually does. Clicking on links in your profile, becoming a lead, going over to your system. Like in your mind, are these things happening while you're on the job? While you're sleeping at night? While you're doing the things that you do throughout the day? Are people out there evaluating what the heck you do, right? And making decisions to be a part of it? Or are you chasing sales? You know the answer to that. Like, you know. there's a big difference. When I was first getting started, my business was on the shelves as a complete brand new person because I was working full-time as a nurse. And even in my first 30 days when I made those 28 sales, I was coming home, baby, to those sales being transacted because I committed to uploading videos every single day. I was putting my business on the shelves. So I was coming home to sales in my inbox of that thing that I was selling. When I upgraded my business and I started selling a deal that was earning me $150 a pop, I would come home to 3 deals closed, $450 sitting in my email inbox or in my PayPal, right? Or in my, I forget how I accepted. I accepted money through some kind of Google Pay something. It was something, Google checkout. There you go. But I was coming home to $150, $300, $450 because my business was on the shelves. People were watching my content. People were clicking on links. They were reading my emails, right? They were able to evaluate and process buying decisions without me even being present. And chasing sales, right, is where you know for a fact if you don't show up, the sales are not transacted. And I'm not talking about like bonus things like I do like this going live. I do this because it's something extra in my business, but my business is on the shelves. I get views to my videos every single day. I get people that are opting in every single day. I have traffic being ran to my websites every single day. I have emails that get sent out almost every single day where people are opening, clicking, and evaluating my website. Right? I have sales that are being transacted in my business almost every single day because I've chosen to put my business on the shelves, right? Versus having to do a consult to close a client, or stuck in my DMs having to close somebody. Those are all extra things that I do sometimes, right? For people that need a little bit extra or they have questions. But 99.9% of my sales are transacted, right, by responsible adults that can process information, right, and make a buying decision. And is that what you want as well? Right? So you have to answer that question. Is your business on the shelves, right? Or are you chasing your clients and customers and buyers? Or is your business more about a one-off type thing, right? Where it's kind of like the sales just kind of like pop in, right? Very, very one-off, but there's no true systems out there, right? That has your business on the shelves. All right. Grant Cardone said it best when he said wealthy people, like wealthy business people, they focus more, right, on putting their business on the shelves. They focus more on getting their brands out of obscurity. You know what obscurity is, right? It means nobody knows you. No one knows your website exists, your brand exists, your product exists. They don't even know you're a thing. Okay, like that is the biggest business killer is a business in obscurity. You've got to fight like heck to get your business out of obscurity, right? And to become one of the best known. Again, another Grant Cardone-ism, right? What beats what? Best product or best known? Best known every single day. Every single day is going to be best product. So which one are you fighting for more on a daily basis? To be one of the best or better knowns in your space? That's what I'm fighting for. I already know I have a bomb product and a bomb system. Is it the best? Who cares? Who cares? I know it serves people great, like Veronica. They're loving it, right? She's loving it. So for me, now that I'm solid on what it is that I'm offering, and I know it in fact helps people, I'm not worried about trying to argue about if it's the best. What I'm trying to do every single day is make a case, right, for how your girl Steph is the best or one of the best known, right, at what it is that I do, which is why for me, deciding to become a household name is really, really, really what I have my eyes on. And what does that mean? It means coming out of obscurity more, which clearly I'm not, right? I'm not in obscurity, but being a lot more known. And that's going to happen by what? More activity, right? Doing more of what I do to get my face, my name, my brand, my voice, my mission, my message, all of that, right, in front of way more people, right? Let me know if this is making sense, all right? Is your audience growing? Okay. Is your audience growing? I don't mean, yes, over the year it's grown, not good enough. Has it grown in August? Is your audience bigger now than it was in July? Is your audience bigger this week than it was last week? Is your email list bigger in August than it was July? Is your email list bigger this week than it was last week? Is your email list bigger today than it was yesterday? Right? Is your overall audience growing? Okay. If you're not experiencing audience growth, and that does include your email list, Houston, we've got a problem. Houston, we've got a problem. Every single time someone I am totally unaware of pops up and is a new buyer in my business, I am reminded of how speaking to the same people, right, that have been saying no or not now or money isms and schisms and all. If you are spending all your time catering to them, you're missing it. You're missing it. Yes, they are part of your audience, but there's a disconnect right now. They're not ready. And so every single time somebody pops up as a new customer or a new buyer and like they have not been on my email list, I am always reminded of how important like doing what you got to do. There's no greater thing than making sure that new people are becoming aware of you every single day. No greater thing. Because in all of that doing, right, you're tackling the most important thing, but you're also connecting with and staying and building know, like, and trust with those that might not be ready, whatever excuses or things are going on, right? You're still staying connected to them, right? But you're not pausing things to pander to them. And I say that because I do see a lot of people in business too. I can tell they're more focused on who's saying no and creating services so they can say yes to than getting out there and presenting, right, like their best system, right, to people that are ready to buy that system. That's what's most important in your business. That is what is most important. All right. The next one, okay, is your email list not growing or is it non-existent? Kind of ranks up there with what I talked about. As you can tell, I've lumped some of these together, right? Know it like the back of my hand, right? So is your email list not growing or is it non-existent? Okay. Any frustrations you'll feel in your business, right, is a people problem. I remember way back in my MLM and network marketing days, right, when they would say things like, you don't have a sales problem, you have a people problem. You don't have a closing problem, you have a people problem. If you focus on growing your people, building a community, right, if you focus on that growth, you don't have to be fantastic at sales. Again, as you can tell, I've invested into Grant Cardone over the years, right? He always says marketing is senior to sales. I'm not a great salesperson, but I'm a great marketer. I'm a great connector. I'm a great promoter, right? And some people would be like they would feel some kind of way about admitting that. But yes, I'm a great promoter for the things I love. Why shouldn't I be? I don't have to be great at sales because I'm great connecting with people and I'm great promoting the things I believe in. And the people that believe in it and desire them equally as much as, you know, my excitement is for promoting them will align themselves in it, period, in a discussion. So please write that down. And I'm citing Grant Cardone. I'm not trying to take anything from anyone. I love me some Grant Cardone. But marketing is senior to sales. Okay, so stop thinking that you got to do all of this like slashing of prices and I always call it pandering. Stop thinking you got to do that and get more busy out there promoting and talking and promoting. Right? Give people that don't know you an opportunity to say yes to what it is that you have to offer. Like seriously, if we want to get rich in our business, right? Like we've got to step up and we've got to treat our businesses like way more seriously. We got to stop taking money out of our pockets and we got to focus on putting more money in our pockets by getting ourselves out there and getting in front of people that already want what we have to offer. They're just unaware that they can get it from us or that we even exist at this point. And that's your fault. That's my fault. The next one. slow or no sales? Are you experiencing slow or no sales? Right? So again, okay, let's kind of link that up with if your products are on the shelves, sales are going to happen. Right? So are you focused on getting your product on the shelves or trying to sell one off? So are you experiencing low sales or no sales at this point? Okay. The wind is starting to pick up. As you guys may or may not know, I'm like in hurricane advisory zone here in Florida. So I was like, I'm going live just to make sure I get this in. So again, right? Something to learn from. Do it anyways. Like do it anyways. Everything in me was like, I don't want to go live. I don't want to go live. I'm comfy, just chilling, watching Netflix. Like I have this whole hurricane vibe. That's what's way more important to me is like what's going to happen over these next 100 days. Like I still can't get my mind off of that. And because it's not just about me, I knew I had to go live. Like I knew I had to go live. All right. And so my question is, are you ready for a breakthrough? Right? Are you ready for a breakthrough? Right? Really, really answer that for yourself. Because oftentimes I hear people say things like, I'm not giving up. Like no matter what it looks like, I'm not giving up. But no, it does matter what it looks like. Because that's all that matters is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? But are you really, like if you did some soul searching, right? Like would your soul say like, yes, like this mama is ready for a breakthrough. Right? Everything in me is like ready for my next levels. And I know in order to hit my next levels, it's got to be about people, right? That I've got to raise to a higher level of service. I have to stop getting ready to get ready. Right? You see these posts all over the place. I'm quiet right now, but I'm in the lab. Well, the lab don't make you no money. The lab don't make you no money. Being in front of the people makes you the money. Right? So are you ready for a breakthrough? All right. If you're ready for a breakthrough, right? Like I would love to invite you into what I'm doing over these next 100 days. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to actually pull up my document. I thought I had it up, but I must have closed it down. And again, the 100K and 100 days challenge for me personally is me really just doing what I did in 2007, where I'm going to be documenting and sharing, right? It's a 100-day trek that I'm committing to for myself, right? So you're going to be committing to like a 100-day trek for yourself, right? You need to have a goal in mind. You need to have a focus in mind, right? And you got to be like ready, I want to make significant strides over these 100 days. Let me tell you something, people feel that. Like those kind of challenges, right? It's a whole vibe because people feel like they are part of something. They'll begin watching, right? Like they'll begin kind of almost like reality TV type of thing. And then they'll want to involve themselves. They'll begin to see themselves in the journey that you're actually sharing. And then they'll want to be a part of it. If you want to make sales easier in your business, I'm telling you something like this, right? So doggone helpful. Right now, in terms of the resources and the tools, right, you have those, right? Or you get access to them. Okay, number one, in my daily cash guide, right, that blueprint, I like to think of it as really a great companion to the turnkey program because not only is there amazing instruction in the daily cash guide, which helps you like put together a daily method of operation and helps you in showing up and really understanding how to work your business on a daily basis. But inside of that guide, you also have all of your templates, all of your swipe files. So no matter what kind of content or traffic plan you want to run, right, there's supporting content in there to help you in that. All right. So like the tools are there for you. All right. But often I find that even with the tools, like people still get in their own way, being extremely stuck and not taking action. All right. In the turnkey program, you have all of the instructions to get set up, right, for online business success completely from the ground up, right? You learn how to put together a complete money getting system where you begin to generate and capture your own leads. Where do you go online and click on any of my links that don't tell you to opt in first? You don't, right? Because I'm constantly building my email list. Right? So that money getting system that you set up, it's instrumental to your overall growth because believe it or not, you build an email list is instrumental to the overall growth of your business. All right. So within the turnkey program, you learn, right, through a pre-built system that's already been set up for you. And all you got to do is just go in and tinker with it and make some edits, but full-blown training, right, on how to start, grow, run your online business. Everything that you want to learn about having a successful online business, whether you want to promote the actual turnkey program, right, as your $500 a day product, or whether you want to sell something else, you are being equipped, right, with how to make money online, how to actually run, set up all those things of an online business. I use it in its like purest form, right? I created the system so that I could actually sell the actual program because I know more people need this in their life. For those that want to make money online, this is the instruction that's going to help you get set up and begin taking action and help you learn how to have an online business. All right. I shared this earlier during my office hours. I've been online, right, 16 years. And when I think about this $500 investment, right, or this $600 investment, if you throw in the blueprint, y'all, I had to piecemeal all of that together over the years. So when I say things like it's nothing as an investment, it's nothing because you would not want to pay the price I paid to learn all of those things, right, that I've learned over the many years that I've been online. It didn't take me 16 years. It definitely took me some years, though, and it took me way more than $600 to learn these things, right, not to include all the mistakes that I made, the mishaps, the bad advice, all kinds of things, right? Now it's like neatly packaged, right, in two amazing programs that help you learn as well as earn, right, for way less than $1,000, right, for $610. And if you need a domain name, throw in another $15, right? So like $625 whole dollars, right, to have a complete business system that you get to learn from every single day. So if you need help in sharing your journey, just commit to learning from your offers and bam, you have content and new discovery and ahas, right, that you're learning and applying that you can turn right back around and begin sharing with other people that want to learn these things as well, and then turning them right onto the system where they can get the whole picture, right? It's like a book report. It's like Cliff Notes, right? It's like, I don't know, it's like, you know, the what is it on Netflix? Like the little intro, it tells you what the movie or the show is about. And if you want to commit to to begin watching the movie, you click on play and you commit to watching the entire movie, right? So the tools are there. But where I'm seeing so many people struggle is literally, it's like that voice in your ear every single day, either giving you the inspiration, giving you the reassurance, giving you the empowerment, giving you a really, really great maybe content idea that you hadn't thought of, right? Being that voice in your ear, right, to help you take that next step. Because what's really imperative over these next 100 days is that at the end of 100 days, you have 100 pieces of content, right, that are out there working for you. That was the secret to my success in 2007 when I got started, is that I created content that could continue to work for me every single day. Y'all, anything outside of YouTube and like search engine stuff is short-lived. Like, I hate to break it to you. I shared this today during my office hours as well. You can spend hours and hours and hours doing a 3-second reel, and whatever results you get from that reel in the first maybe 2 or 3 days is like pretty much all you're going to get from it. Is that really how you want to invest your time? I'm not saying not to do reels, but you've got to know what role it plays in your business. Going live on Facebook, it's okay. It's short-lived though. It can't live on. Where if you were to commit, as an example, to 100 days, right, of a 5 to 10 minute YouTube video or 5 to 7, 8 minute YouTube video, that video could go on to generate a bigger audience, more eyeballs, leads, and sales for months and months and months down the road. It's happened to me. I know. And that's what I want to help you do. So during the 100K to 100 days challenge, all right, for the first 30 days, all right, we're going to be really, really focused on, again, daily audio. So every single day, an audio you'll be able to plug in anytime throughout the day that you want to. It's designed for you to listen to whenever you desire, lunch break, drive time, etc. All right. And it's bite-sized lessons. It's not all over the place, not in depth. It's not a Super Saturday type lesson, right? Like we're talking, maybe 10, maybe 20 minutes, but it's focused, right? And it's very actionable. So it's designed for you to listen and then go take action on. So it's for like one task, one action, one focus point, right? Again, the whole idea is to get you implementing, to get you in the game, to get you taking action, to get you putting your business on the shelf, all right? In yet another location, so to speak, right? Think about where you could go if 100 days you were fully committed on three main things. Okay, I'm going to say sales first because the way that I do content and the way I teach is that as you're building your audience, you can also be selling. As you're building your email list, you can also be selling. And then the third area is clearly sales. Sales does not last. Sales does not last. When you show up to speak, when you show up to share, you are in position, right, for people to be able to buy from you. So you can literally grow your audience and grow your sales at the same time. You can literally grow your email list and make sales at the same time, right? You guys, many, many years ago when I was in the biz op world, all right, and I was slanging a biz op that paid me $1,000 every single time someone joined it and paid it instantly directly to me. Many, many days I woke up and I was like, who's that person? I don't know, but they just paid me $1,000. Had never heard of them before. They weren't someone on my email list. They were someone out there watching my videos. Some people watch them for, weeks and months, and some people maybe a day or two. And they were buying. So again, I speak from experience. No one says you have to go through this long, lengthy process before people will buy from you. Write this down. You just got to be positioned for people to buy from you. You've just got to be positioned for people to buy from you. And then as you're growing your audience and growing your email list, right? Because that's the thing that you can control and that you've got to do. If you're positioned for sales, sales can happen. All right. So this is a ramp up implementation challenge. I'm allowing you to follow along with me, to work with me, to get ideas from me, right? To leverage my inspiration, my empowerment, like to leverage literally like what I can give to you, right? To help you in taking massive action inside of your business. So you're not going at this all by yourself. If you don't know anything about the home-based business season, that's where we're entering, right? The fall season, kids are back to school. People want to start making more money. Sometimes it's just extra money for the holidays. It just statistically is that time of year where people begin to get really, really serious about making money from home, right? Ramping up their home-based businesses, right? Searching for something to bring them into the new year. Y'all, with what we have to offer, right? Inside of my GoPro system, right? It is what helps people learn how to make money online. And not only with teaching them, but we give them an opportunity. Now is the time to get this information out there, right? In every single thing that we do, position, right? Position, all right? So when I think about what it is we're doing here, like the buzzwords that really stood out for me was number one, doubling down. So like this is a phase where if you want to ramp up your implementation, you want to get out of setup mode, you want to get into the possibility of making money on a daily basis. That's probably one of the most exciting things of what it is that I do, is knowing that I'm doing what's required and that the possibility is there to make significant money every single day, right? To make significant money every single day. What would a couple of $600 days look for you, right? If you helped one person, again, get the blueprint and get the turnkey from you, what would a couple of $600 days look like for you? And I want to help you like glean from my belief. I think if you hear it from me enough, you might be one of those people thinking it's a lot of money. It is not. It is not. Consider what people invest or spend to go to college. And they get out not equipped to do squat. They're not equipped to do anything. Wherefore, an investment in the system, you are equipped, right, to help other people and to get paid so handsomely. right? So handsomely. So one of the things I really, really believe is that during this time, right, where I'm in your ear every day, is that you're going to take on my belief system. You're going to likely look up one day and you're going to be saying something where you're like, wait a second, did I actually just say that? Yeah, you said it because you finally believed it, right? You said it because you finally believed it. One of the things that really charged me up many years ago, and it's recharging me up now, is I was so tired of people coming to me after they had like blew their money on things that were entirely not helpful for them. I wish I would have found you sooner. Yeah, boo-boo, I wish you would have too. So now it's like, I just got to do, right, for lack of better terms, like I just got to go balls to the wall, right, and make sure that people understand like such an opportunity, such a system exists, right, to help them be able to take advantage of making money online. You don't have to go out there. Like I see people investing thousands of dollars into like manifestation programs and they're still broke. They're still broke. But they would gladly give to those. Why? Because in their minds, they're thinking, I'm learning magic. I'm going to learn how to magically change my situation. But you don't have the skills, right, to build an online business, which is really what's going to help you. And if you really understood, you would know the reason someone got you to invest thousands of dollars into a manifestation program is because, boo-boo, guess what? They learned how to do business online. Real talk. And someone say mic drop. That's how they got you to invest thousands of dollars into such a program, because they learned how to do business online. Anyone that's getting you to invest into anything is because they learned how to do business online. It's a skill set that we cannot ignore. It's exactly where people should be investing their money if they are serious, right, about making money online and building something both for today and the long term. It just is. Skills pay the bills. And when you can leverage your skills and leverage your knowledge to help other people realize that for themselves, right, you too can position yourself to get paid handsomely. Clearly, there are a lot of programs. Hey, Terrence. And Terrence can attest to this, right? There's a lot of programs out there that your girl could be rocking that could pay me a lot more money per transaction. When I said this fell into my lap, that's literally what I meant, because it had the heart of what I was looking for. I wanted something that would allow me to get paid instantly. I do not wait for money, not my bread and butter. I do not wait. If I make a sale, right, it needs to be in my bank account in a couple of days. Like, that's the way my business is set up. Instant pay, right, is the way for me. So I needed that component. I desired that component. I didn't want to settle for just an opportunity. I wanted it literally to be able, I wanted it to have heart. I wanted it to really help people. And that's exactly what came to me. And then after that came to me, that's when I got the inspiration and the idea and all this stuff, right, for the actual daily cash guide to be a great companion. And I made it irresistible for people by putting an opportunity in front of it and giving people the opportunity to not just be a reseller of the guide, but I made it easy for people. You don't have to create your own system. You don't have to create your own, membership site. The presentation, everything is done for you. All you got to do is just plug in how you want to get paid, and we take over from there. Right? And again, same thing with the turnkey. Right? Again, the way that I look at it is like we're positioned, right, to empower the people. Right? So again, if you would love mentorship in your ear, I really want to commit to this in terms of even the mentorship, for 100 days. Right? But I'm committed to helping you during these 30 days of hardcore blitzing. Man, all you got to do is decide to get positioned, right? Decide to get positioned, right? Have the resources, have the tools, right? Have the blueprint, have the turnkey system, because that's what I'm referencing, right? To make sure if you're lost anyway, you need the help, you need the guidance, that you have it, right? And then you're also positioned, right, to be able to make money, right, in a serious way. And you're putting skin in the game. That's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line, because you're getting the mentorship for free. You're getting the daily mentorship literally for free, right? And so another buzzword, again, that stood out. So not only doubling down, but this is the season I believe we're in, is really a doubling down season, and really helping people position themselves to learn and earn, giving people both the education, the resources, the guidance, as well as the opportunities to earn. All right. And what I want to do, okay, and this is limited time, literally September 1, this offer goes away. All right. I have a lot of people that have come to me that are not in the US, or for whatever reason, Afterpay does not work for them. If that is your unique situation, again, I can't help that it's just 2 days until the 1st. It is what it is, right? But we're kicking off September 1st. And so from now until September 1st, I personally, right, will like be your bank, meaning that I will personally set up the 2Pay for you. That's all. It's $500. It's just going to be a 2Pay. We're not doing 5 months on this, right? We're just not doing it, right? So $250 now, right? And $250 in 30 days. If that would help you in getting started, right? All you got to do is send me over an email, and I will send you the link to help you get started in that way. All right. So again, if Afterpay has not worked for you, Klarna has not worked for you, and or you're in a country right outside the US where you can't do it because you've got to be in the same country, right? I'm willing to extend that. But again, you have a window. This is not something I'm leaving open forever. All right. So a 2Pay where you can do half now and half in 30 days. All right. Just send me an email and I will send you the link, right? So that you can participate in this. All right. Like literally, I'm doing what I can do to help really, really good people that know they could benefit, right, from this level of mentorship on a daily basis to help you, right, with taking action, right, and getting your business on the shelves, getting your business on the shelves and getting away from, right, again, this kind of winging it on a daily basis action. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's not, I'm going to say it again, it's not going to get you anywhere. You've got to learn sound daily business practices, right, that are growing your audience measurably, growing your email list measurably, right, and producing more sales, right, consistently inside of your business is all about. All right. I'm taking action right along with you, and you'll be able to really like get down with me and blitz during these next 100 days as well. All right. So if you do want to plug in, all you got to do if you want to get started in this way, maybe you've been checking out the turnkey system. If you go to mygoprosystem.com, I'll just put it in the live chat and then I'll put it up there. mygoprosystem.com, you can actually learn right about my vision behind the system, but as well, you can also learn about both programs. All right. If you, again, you get both, right? So if you want to roll with me with this, all right, you enroll in both. All right. So remember, for both, their payment plans are in place. All right. You can get started for, with Afterpay on both the blueprint as well as the turnkey program. All right. And Klarna on both programs as well. All right. If that ends up being a problem for you for whatever reason, right, and you're like, I don't want to miss out on this, right? I talked about this during the early part of the call. Your business won't change until that's the desire you have inside of you, that you need to get what it is that you need. Your business will not change. Okay. I'm telling you from 16 years of experience, someone whose business has more often than not progressed every single year. And I'm like literally like this whole doubling down thing. I'm really getting ready to do things very exponentially inside of my business. Like it's going to be like slap your mother kind of growth. I'm just not playing around anymore. I don't have a whole lot of time to waste anymore. Freaking 49 years old. I'll be 50 in March. Right? I already know that a $100,000 a month business is inside of me, and I'm going to start acting like it. So I want you to think right now, what is your goal? right? What is your goal? I don't know if anyone watches Suits, right? But Harvey, one of the main characters, right? He was being questioned about his goals. And he said, goals? I don't have goals. He said, dreams. I don't have dreams. I have goals. That stuck out to me. How many of y'all have been playing around with dreams for too long because you haven't stepped up and made them goals? Y'all, that's what this blitz is all about. I'm here for the people that have goals, not dreams, but goals. And they're ready to take action, right? And make those goals a reality. Y'all, the internet's not a play zone. The internet can change your flipping life. And I feel like if I got up, maybe I need to say that every single day in my content. Maybe I need to remind people every single day in my content that this is not a game. That's a lot of what you're going to get during, right, the mentorship in your ear. Is I'm going to remind you every single day what's at stake and what you really have your hands on, right? And why implementation is the thing that's going to get you to your goals. Discipline equals freedom. Okay? $100,000 a month, right? That's my goal for my business. For me, discipline equals $100,000 a month. What's your goal? Because discipline's your daddy. Like literally discipline's your daddy in terms of helping you get it. If you're not disciplined, it's not going to happen. So you can go to mygoprosystem.com. You can learn about both. All right. Decide to go pro. Now, when you decide to go, you're in both, you're going to actually be able to model that system. All right. So I'm going to send you a separate email and it's going to have all of the instructions, the share code, an instructional video where you're going to be able to model the entire system. And that entire system, right? So you're going to go in My GoPro System. It comes with a capture page, right? So you'll be able to instantly start capturing your own leads. You'll have the presentation system. If you want to keep my video in place, I'm going to be doing another video as well, right? If you want to keep my video in place, you can keep my video in place, but I also have given you my talking points. So if you want to recreate the video in your own style, you'll have my talking points, right? So that you can recreate your own video. But everything that's on that page, once you opt in, you have a license to be able to offer to other people. All right. And so my community, like everything in the Get Paid Daily online community, you get to give people access to. All right. So they will get mentorship. They will get the resources, right? Like they'll be able to plug into everything that's on that page. All right. Again, because I'm here to help people win. Right? I'm here to help people win. So if you are here live with me, let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. And again, you can go to mygoprosystem.com. And if anyone has had issues, again, like I said, with Afterpay, Klarna, right? And you're like, yes, Steph, like hook me up with your private to-pay program. Again, September 1, it's over. Not on September 1. September 1, when you wake up, it'll be done. So you have today, you have the 30th, and you have the 31st, right? There's 31 days in this month. Is that correct? You have, yeah, so you have 3 days, right? Today, 2.5 days, whatever, right? You have until the 31st, right? 11:59 p.m. to be able to take advantage of that. All you got to do is just email me. All right. So if you go to mygoprosystem.com, you'll be opting in, right? You'll receive an email from me. You can simply reply to that email, right? And let me know. All right. Reply to that email and let me know. All right, you guys, I don't see any questions. I'm going to go over to my notes just for a second. Yes. Okay. To make sure I tackled everything I wanted to tackle. All right. And so like the email that I sent out, right? If you want to grow your business with certainty and confidence, that's really what I believe I'm going to be offering during this. Like, I believe like they're going to walk away with so much of like every single day, it's going to compound. Like every single day it's going to compound. And all I know is like what I was able to experience in my first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days of being online. And I believe anyone can still do that to this very day, right? You just need the guidance. You just need the instructions. You gotta know it's more than a good morning post on Facebook. It just is, right? It's everything we talked about here. You got to answer all of those questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, the 7 or 8 questions I asked. You've got to answer those questions and come to a place where you're like, yeah, like I actually need help because, I don't really know what to do every single day. I don't really have a game plan that I'm following every single day. Here's another question. Do you sit down on Sunday and draft out an entire plan for the week? Do you know how to draft out an entire plan for the week? What are you accounting for the entire week? Y'all, these are business moves. This is how we move our businesses to the next levels. Most people do not. Again, I can tell by how they show up. They're literally winging it. They're literally winging it. We've got to get our businesses on the shelves, right? So that people like my boy Terrence can be working his factory job, right? And know that his business is positioned to make him sales while he's working. Possible. Right? Veronica can be working her job on a daily basis, knowing, right, that her business is on the shelves, right, in position to make her sales. It's possible, y'all. I used to come home, right, from my nursing job to sales and inquiries and emails and comments on my videos. If you're not doing what I was doing in 2007, right, you're not doing enough right now because times have definitely changed. All right. And I want to help you put your business on the map. I want to help you, get your business on the shelves. And I want to help you have, again, that confidence and certainty that it's not a matter of if. How many of y'all feel like if right now in your business, if I'm successful? Do you understand? If you have a problem investing in your business, it's because you have the if mentality. See, what I always understand, it's not about if. I have no problem investing because I know the sales are certain. I know I'm going to have the integrity to get out there and do what I got to do to get my money back and to get my business moving ahead. There's a level of certainty. I'm never waiting right until. I am taking action because positioning is everything, right? Positioning is everything. I'm telling you, when I went from, and I'll close it out in just a moment. When I went from struggling to do 10,000 a month to having my first 9,000 something week because I took mentorship to heart that my boy Mark gave me, I was like, what do I do the rest of the month? I wanted to take off. I did that in a week. What do I do for the rest of the month? So when I say possible, it's because I know. It's because I've experienced a lot in my 16 years. And more often than not, it is your decisions, right? And it's truly in your positioning and believing that it's possible. And you'll only position yourself because you do believe it's possible. So what are you online to do? Right? Are you online to just create a side gig? I mean, someone responded to me that way a couple of weeks ago. All right. They're on my email list and I can tell. I could probably track them back. They probably came from one of my traffic sources outside of YouTube. Right. And the response was, I already have a $100 side gig. Well, boo-boo, I'm not offering you a $100 side gig. I'm offering to help you change your whole life. I'm not offering you a side gig. So again, people come online for different reasons. I'm very clear in the fact that I didn't come online for a side gig. Therefore, that's not what I ever created for myself. I came online to make this my new way of life. And a new way of life is what I got. Again, one of those instances where, just like what I shared earlier, when I had that reality check and I said, I just want to start being able to make investments, right? And it'd be no problem. What happened in my business? I began to be able to make investments with no problem because sincerely, that's what I wanted. And so again, if you're someone where you're looking for it to be easier, low cost, you're wishing for you're vying for your limitations, don't be surprised if you keep finding yourself in that same position because you literally get to keep, right, whatever you fight for. So if you're fighting for your freedom is ultimately what you'll end up getting. If you're fighting for your limitations will constantly be what you get. Just challenge yourself. Sit down and ask yourself, how long have I been allowing money to be the issue for why I can't move forward in things? And how many years has money been the issue? If it's been time, is it a wonder you can never find the time? Because you keep fighting for the limitation of time being the reason for why you can't. Therefore, you keep getting back that limitation. When I think about everything I came online to get and get out of this, I have gotten it. Right? Making this my new way of life. Mentoring other people, helping other people. Right? Being able to make way more money in a month than I could ever make working as a nurse. Being able to make my monthly income, my weekly income. Like all of those things. Right? It's because at some point I asked for them, I believed in them, and then I put the work in behind it. The work that you do is literally your expression of belief. Do you understand that? Please write that down. The work that you put in. I'm live right now in the midst of being in a hurricane warning right now. My county is in a hurricane warning. But I'm live right now, right? Because I understand my action is an expression of my belief. And I know what I want to do come September 1 with this 100K in 100 days challenge. I know how I want to help people. I can either fight for my limitations of, well, we're in a hurricane warning. Well, what am I supposed to do? Sit here and worry? Or position myself to make more money? I'm going to position myself, right? And guess what? I'll make more money. It is what it is. So I want to help you in this way, from your mindset to your bank account. Write that down. Process that if you're having any challenge with anything I'm sharing here. I want to help you during this blitz, right? From your mindset, right, to your bank account. And I can make you this promise. You're going to get the absolute best of me, right? Because it's time for me to pull out, right, this 100K a month business from me. It's time. I've seen way too much evidence of people I believed are less skilled doing it. It's coming out. And believe it or not, I believe if I got to know you, I could probably say and show you people that are less skilled than you that are making it happen because they simply decided. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. All right. So go to mygoprosystem.com, right? Decide to come all in. Right? And let's rock this 100-day challenge together. All right. Again, if you have tried to do Afterpay or Klarna, right, and you're not able to for the turnkey program, just reach out to me. And until the 31st, 11:59 p.m., right, I'll extend you, right, a 2-pay, right, and I will set that up to like it's literally already set up. Right. And I will extend that to you so you can actually get started in that way. All right. So $250-ish now and $250-ish in 30 days. All right. Just email me. Right. And I'll go ahead and hook that up for you. All right. And this is the only time I'm doing this. Right. Because I literally have been battling with this, but I feel called to do it, to help anyone. Right. That can help you take advantage of what's getting ready to go down over these next 100 days. Like I literally want to help you change your life. I'm going to say this one thing in closing, all right? Because, a video with me or live with me doesn't really end until we've had like 3 or 4 in closings, right? So if you're anyone out there like a part of like a Hispanic family, right? So my husband's Puerto Rican. And so my daughter and I, we always laugh at how it takes like a good 4 or 5 goodbyes before we are officially like in the car. Like goodbyes take forever. But crap. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, well, it'll come up another time. Give me just a second. It's going to come back. If you have any questions, put them in there. What was I going to say? Oh, well, it'll come back to me and I'll write it down. It'll be a whole in the live stream. All right. But if you do have any questions, feel free to hit reply on any email that you receive from me or to let me know. Steph, hook me up with the 2-pay and I will hook you up. And then I'll be sending out details to everybody on the 31st. All right. So sometime during the 31st, I will send out details to let you know how to plug into the daily, right, mentorship in your ear to help you in this way. All right. So I really hope that you are leaving better. Veronica said, this is so thought-provoking. Thanks for encouraging us to level up. Of course, of course. Your next levels are already waiting for you. They're there, right? They're literally already there, right? Like the post I made on YouTube today. What did I put there? It was a graphic from Jay-Z, and it couldn't be more true. Right? The money already printed. You just got to go get it. The money's already printed. Do you get that? It's already printed. There's no shortage of money. I heard someone the other day say, hey, have sales slowed up? No, they have not slowed up. You've slowed up. Sales have not slowed up. You've slowed up because you think sales have slowed up. And someone said, yeah, people ain't got no money right now. Who ain't got no money right now? You're talking to the wrong people if that's the consensus that you're getting. You are talking to the wrong people if that's the consensus. Because I know there are people all over the NAP that are throwing $1,000 bills all over the place to invest and get access to people and resources and courses. You just are not doing enough to get in front of the people that actually have the money. That's what we're doing over these next 100 days. That's what we're doing. Yes, let's do it, Veronica. Let's do it. Seriously, y'all, the money is already printed. You realize that. Okay. Your challenge is you're not connecting with enough people that got your money. Like Grant Cardone says, who's got my money? That's who you need to be in front of. That's who you've got to be in front of because the money is certainly there. Okay. No, don't get your situation twisted because usually when someone thinks that way, that's their situation. Because again, what I know, what my mentor always says, money just is. It just is. Money is a constant. Write this down. These are, again, money mindset. Money is a constant. We are the ones that muck it up. You realize that, right? We are the ones that are not consistent. But money is a constant. We're the ones that aren't constant. Money is a constant. So over these next 100 days, right, I'm going to help us get in proximity of people, right, that want what we have to offer and are in position to buy it. That makes sense? It is a friggin' constant. You don't need to go invest in thousands of dollars for someone to, I just told you right there, it's a constant, right? Like Jay said, right? You just got to go get it. What does that mean to you? You just got to go get it. I want to help you get it over these next 100 days. Gretchen Gale, thank you so much for this. See you inside the program. Yes, girl. Yay. Yeah, I love hearing that. I love hearing that. So, all right, you guys. Well, again, I hope this message, this call, this riff, right, whatever you want to call it, was a blessing to you. Just get used to more conversations like this. All right, because if I don't give you the tough love and if I don't give you more back of what has been poured into me, I'm leaving you at a deficit, and I don't want to do that, right? Like let's ride it together. All right, let's ride. So again, any questions, just reach out to me. I look so forward to rocking with you right in September. Let's go with this 100K and 100-day blitz. That's what we're going to call it, a blitz, right? Not a challenge, a blitz, because we're just going for it. All right. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click on notifications. And I will see you in my next video and or my next live. Have a fantastic night, you guys. Be blessed. And I look forward to seeing you in the blitz. Bye-bye.